This is Hans. Hans was put in charge of building the defenses for Normandy, and as you can see, he's only built a tank trap. Well, actually, he also built a juice bar, but Command was a little bit peeved about that. It turns out they actually wanted to be able to defeat the Allies, not drink juice. So Command has sent in Ulf, and he is to whip Hans into shape by any means necessary. So guys, in today's video, we are going to be building a massive World War II German super fortress. I've purchased a whole bunch of materials to make this happen, as well as some pretty cool vehicles and bunkers too to outfit this thing. I also called upon my good buddy Brick Tactical to send me a ton of weapons and soldiers, so we'll be checking out these guys later on in the video. Huge shout out to bricktactical.com for always supplying these videos with a ton of content. So guys, to start ourselves off, we need to go ahead and outfit this base plate to make it look a bit like Normandy. The fields of Normandy, or at least like a forest in France that we can put the fortress into. If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications on, and comment down below, what war should I cover next? There will also be a massive giveaway at the end of this video, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Either way, we're gonna go ahead and start working on the mock base plate. Alright, here's our base plate here. It's just elevated ever so slightly. Now, what I'm thinking is I am going to elevate then a couple of these base plates, a square or two above this top base plate here, and then I'll cover foliage down as if the fortress was sort of on top of a hill. I haven't decided if I want to do like a corridor into a bigger fortress or just a square fortress might work as well. I don't know. Before we do that though, I do want to set up some of these World War II minifigures. That way I can sort of get the grand scale of this thing going in my head, because actually seeing the quantity of minifigs would help a lot. Now for these minifigures, this is what they look like. There's one with the machine gun belt, and there's another with just sort of the standard German package. He has sent me 40 of these bad boys. All I need to provide are the heads, otherwise they've got the Stahlhelms there. There's also 4 different weapons he sent over. We got Kar 98Ks, Panzerfaust, Lugers, and MG34s. Or maybe that's a 42, I don't know, let me know in the comments. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a bunch of these guys built so I can sort of get the spacing of this down, and then I think I'll also go ahead and elevate the fortress level itself. And there's what we've got, baby. I think this is actually coming along fairly nicely. I went ahead and put together a number of these German soldiers, yeah? And then of course we still have Hans, as well as Ulf. Now, in terms of the actual base itself, I've decided to make it a little bit not square, because square is very boring, I've found, for building. And so it's going to be sort of like ramparts here, then the main base back here, and then these little slits where we can put MGs, which I think will look pretty sick. We're gonna build up these walls, of course, and then there'll be a small little like hidey hole type deal right there, which could be kind of cool. Now, I want to go ahead and get all that set up, but then I'm still debating putting another base plate here with more terrain so we can add more tanks and defenses and bunkers and stuff like that. We're gonna have to see how that looks. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that yet. I think the way to figure out if I do want to do that is to build this German bunker, see how big it is, and see if it'll fit here, or if we will have to expand and have more grasslands for more defenses. So let's go ahead and build this really quick. This bunker is actually going to work really well, I think, after building it. First of all, it gave us some more weapons, such as this mortar right here, as well as this MG34. And that's definitely a 34, not a 42. Then it also gave us a bunch of these shells, which I put in a little ammo crate right here, so we can stick that with the mortar and the mortar team. The mortar is actually way more detailed than I thought. Inside it, we have a little radio station. There's a door that will actually open and close, like so. There's also a little barrel in there for extra ammunition for the gunner, and of course it splits, which I think is a really neat feature right there. But we are going to be sticking it on this base plate, so it won't be doing much splitting from now on. It also came with this minifigure right here, which I think honestly looks fantastic. Now I could put this thing right here, but it would feel, I think, a little overbearing. I think we are going to have to go with the second base plate. I suppose I'd better get to work on that. Just finished up that second base plate, and this is coming along nicely. It's less crowded than this one, but it's okay. It's more like a swampy area, I would almost call it, or just more dirt in general, more well-traveled, I suppose. Now, I'm thinking that the bunker can go like right here. I am gonna put it on stilts somewhat, because I want to be able to reuse this thing, and if you put it like directly on this, it's going to get more or less stuck and much harder to take out. But first we need to outfit the inside. I think we're gonna have this Giga Chad be the MG operator, and then this small child was probably conscripted into the army, be the radio op. There we go, our boy is on the operating table, and then right here we've got the machine gunner, and you know what, let's go ahead and stick a little dynamite in this tub. In case any allied forces get a little too close to the bunker, you can just blow it and they won't get it. There she blows. The nice little bunkaroo right there. Honestly, looks really, really nice. I like it a lot. It's on some stilts there, so it's easy to actually go ahead and retrieve from the mock later on, but overall, I mean, this looks very, very solid. I think I want to put a little rifleman up here as like almost a sniper. There we go. I think I shall name him Schmiegel, the of course classic German name. Now that we've got some of this area done a little bit more, I want to go ahead and focus on the fortress itself. So let's build up these walls and actually get it going. Alright guys, this thing is coming together really, really nicely. Right now the outside is very plain. I'm gonna try and figure out some ways to spice this up. I was gonna look for some chains maybe to dangle down. I'm not sure if I have any though. I'm gonna have to really look for that. Maybe torches would be cool, but either way, even just blank, this base looks pretty cool. Inside, it's just kind of storage. I want to put up all of these sort of like barrels and stuff like that for an inventory type deal inside, which I think should look really pretty cool. I'm missing a single 1x4 piece right here, so we're on the hunt for that as well. But then on the inside, I of course had to include Hans's little juice box area, which I think looks pretty nice as like a little refrigerator type deal for the Germans when they get thirsty. Also made a small addition to the little bunker here. I added a little barrel with some Panzerfausts inside for if this man comes upon some tanks. Now, I think I'm gonna build up a secondary wall here to sort of get ramparts going on it. I think that'll look really, really cool, and add some gun positions to that as well. Let's work on that. This is coming together so nicely now. The upper ramparts really do add a lot more distinction. We've got 2 machine gunners within them right now, and then I've left an even bigger gap right here. And what we're gonna put there is this puppy, the Pak 38. We're gonna need some anti-tank weapons up top. So let's go ahead and assemble this. Alright, that was a quick, nice, easy build right there, and hopefully it fits. Yeah, I mean, that fits okay. It's a smidge awkward in there, but I think it works. I think it works. You know what? I like it there. Let's see, actually. Can get the frontal view. Yeah, no, that works great. That looks sick, actually. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 gunners for that. And there we go. Now we got 2 fellas loading up the gun and preparing it for firing. And I think the top level honestly looks really, really pretty good right now. Can go ahead and like put a couple barrels in there too. Maybe we'll put some Kar 98Ks or something in there. Maybe 1 ammo box over this way too, just to fill it up a little bit more. That'll be nice. But yeah, I think the top level actually looks really, really baller right now. What I'd like to work on now is getting more detailing down. So I think I'm gonna do that off camera because this could take quite a while, but let's get the details out.
A few moments later.
The details have honestly been my favorite thing to include. So over here we've got a mortar right here with 2 crewmen, and it's got a mortar case behind it, and these are filled with those little mortar rounds that we saw earlier. Then on the inside next to the refrigerator, we do have ourselves some extra super weapons from Call of Duty Zombies. Brick Tactical went ahead and included those, which is awesome. Got a little bit of dynamite. I might add some more guns to this. Also some bottles so they can make Molotov cocktails. I think the left side right here I want to make into like a rallying grounds with a ton of different Germans or something like that. I'm not totally sure yet though. We've also got more stuff to make details with. We've got some more tank traps here. Here's one completed. I gotta make the rest of them and set them up. We've also got some of these little AT mines we can set up in the field over this way. And speaking of over this way, we do have some of these sandbags that I want to build and then I think put like in front of the mortar and then over here maybe. And then we do actually have some Wehrmacht crates here and like a medical crate, and those will look really cool too. We do have a little German Shepherd right here and a guard with him, the trainer, presumably. In the very back of the fort, I did put a Fallschirmjäger trooper right here. Look at this dude. He's got like a bayoneted weapon right there, which is pretty sick, and he's doing some target practice, which I think is kind of a fun little detail. All right, so now we're gonna start working on the traps, the sandbags, stuff like that. All right, guys, some of these things have been set up. So we've got like some ammo crates here, some sandbags, also sandbags over there as well, and over here. Then we've also got some of these tank traps set up on the field right there. I also snagged a few more German Shepherds for the army, and a nice little keep out sign at the fortress, just so everyone knows. But Hans and Ulf have called in some reinforcements. That's right, boys, I purchased some more sandbags, some more tank traps, a bag of custom World War II weapons, which should be pretty sick. Pack 38 gun, a second one of these, as well as a Panzer right here. Very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work building all of this just to spice up the fortress even more. And now the much needed supplies are all built. Check out this sick Panzer right here, dude. Oh yeah, I think it's maybe like a 3G or something like that. Not entirely sure the exact model. If you guys know, let me know in the comments, but my guess is a 3G. I think the Panzer probably would go best right over here. I built like a little fence barricade right there so the Panzer can go right next to it, which I think will look good. And then right next to the Panzer, let's go ahead and put that other Pack 38 right there behind some sandbags. On top of that, we've got our already placed tank traps. Let's go ahead and put some more out here as well. So that way this entire forest is going to be virtually immune to tanks getting through it easily. They're gonna have to blow these things before any tanks are able to move up onto the fortress right there. Now, I have all of these weapons, which are really cool. They're dual molded, so they're both brown and gunmetal, which is pretty sick, and a lot of them have like detachable ammo magazines and attachments and things like that. They're pretty nice World War II weapons. Obviously, we're gonna need some more troopers to utilize them. So now is when I'm going to go ahead and build the rest of these German soldiers. Once again, these are provided by bricktactical.com. Thank you so much to him for sponsoring this video by sending out some free stuff for me to use in it. If you guys want to go check out bricktactical.com, I'll put the link in the description below. You can use code DAILY, D-A-L-E-Y, on an order of $35 or more, and you'll get a bunch of free accessories with that order. Let's go build our army now. Man, look at all these dudes. There's a ton of these guys right here. And what we're going to do is add them to the mock. We first of all have to equip them with all of these things right here. Oh, by the way, I broke out the old Panzer II from a past video right there. Beautiful, so we can add that to the mock as well. But I think I want to add soldiers pretty much to all the sandbag defenses. We need to add a few gunners to the Pack 38, some to the fence defense over there. We just need to equip a bunch of soldiers across this thing, but then I also want like a little garrison lined up over here. I think that would look really, really cool, so I'm gonna give that a try as well. Now we do have a lot of soldiers here, so it might get a little bit crowded, but I think it's kind of cool adding all these guys. It's gonna look very epic. All right, boys, the Germans are all set up now, and they are pretty sick. Oops, tree down, my bad. So we've got the front lines right here. We've got a few Germans sort of forward with grenades getting thrown, things like that. We've got fence defenses up here, and then of course we have our two tanks guarding the entrance, as well as the Pack 38 right here, which honestly looks pretty baller with its crew and all that. Then of course there's the bunker here, and I added a little sniper trap, which is basically just a pole holding up a Steinhelm, which will trick snipers into shooting it instead of the actual trooper to his right. We've still got the guy inside the bunker as well. Then if we zoom out and come on over this way, we've got the mortar, and we've got some troopers guarding the mortar behind sandbags. We've got our boy Hans coming out with reinforcements of the fortress. The left of Hans is a sandbag with more soldiers and more reinforcements coming over this way, holding some Panzerschrecks to come out. And then behind the bunker here, we have even more soldiers, just sort of getting into firing positions. For the fortress itself, we of course have our boys up top here with the Pack 38 getting ready to fire, as well as those two MG positions. I added additional riflemen to the sides, as well as a bugleman right there, pretty much parallel over here, and there's MGs facing the other sides of the fort too, just to make sure that's safe. Inside the fort, I moved the doggos in just to make sure they were safe, because I don't want any doggo losses during this battle. Then we've also got 9 troopers over this way, getting a little pep talk from Ulf right there, and getting ready to join the assault. And there's the officer's cabin right there. This is pretty awesome, but I want to add some allied soldiers to this on the attack over this way. So let's add a mini assault to make all of this make a little bit more sense. Alright guys, I have added the allied forces here who are assaulting down this way. I have far less allies than I have Germans because of course Brick Tactical supplied me with a lot of Germans for this video. But I do have some, so we have you know, an assortment of soldiers as well as a Willys Jeep going forward and attacking this super fortress right here. We've also got an engineer trying to disable some of these traps down this way, maybe take out some of the mines. We've got MG fire coming from a commando down this way, and then some more supportive fire from various US soldiers down this way against the bunker. We've also got a couple soldiers over here who have been detained by the Germans, caught, captured. They surrender because they don't want to die, and I don't blame them, and so they might become prisoners at this point. I don't know guys, I don't think the US assault has enough to take on the mega fortress that is back here. It might just be a little too powerful for them. That's the honest truth right there. They're gonna need to come back with some serious weaponry. Either way guys, let's go ahead and get into the giveaway here. I hope you enjoyed the building of this fortress. I certainly have. I think it looks awesome. Let me know what you guys think. I think honestly, if we took away that tank, it would look a lot better too. Yeah, it's just way less cluttered now, taking that tank out of the picture, but I just kind of wanted to include it because I never get to use my World War II tanks in videos. But yeah, it looks a lot less cluttered now. Either way, yeah, please let me know what you think. Let's get into the giveaway. For today's giveaway, I'm going to be giving away 1 German soldier, 1 US airborne soldier, as well as 1 British commando right here. Value of these guys going to about $50 plus 1 custom sandbag pack for you guys to build your own mocks with. This is going to be an awesome giveaway. Just hit the like button, subscribe with notifications on, and comment down below what battle do you think I should make next for World War II. I'm thinking maybe Battle of the Bulge, maybe Operation Market Garden. I'm not entirely sure, but let me know in the comment section below, and you'll be entered in to win the giveaway. Huge shout out to everyone who has become a channel member on the channel. I really appreciate your support. If you guys want to become channel members, just go ahead and click that join button down below, and you can become a channel member on the Assault on Hoth set, baby. Thank you all so much again for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.